Hi everyone, I am back with a new idea. I have a couple of these linen pages from Rachel. I'd been buying the cotton, so I wanted to give the linen a try. And as I was looking at the one page with the butterflies on, see, this one here seems like it's two distinct pages, but this one was like 3 columns almost. And I don't know if you can imagine what I'm saying, but imagine if this was cut into 3 strips. So I've got some batting and I've put them one on top of each other. I've already joined the seam, so this is circular now. So I've cut it with a rotary cutter to get the top and the bottom as even as possible. So you can see that the 3 panels, there's 1, 2, 3, so that's how I ended up. I love snippet rolls and I think they're beautiful and they're great, and I really wanted to honour this beautiful butterfly print from Rachel, but I always tend to err on the practical, and I thought, I think I'll make a bag. Edges, I've tucked them under, I haven't stitched them yet. But I sort of got to this point and then thought, oh, actually I should video this so everyone can see what it is I'm making. And then I thought, if I'm making a bag, what am I going to use? I thought, I've got some of this left over from that big jumper I had at the op shop that I cut up and have put in the recent packs, and Kate has some as well, and I had some for myself. Now this has got the part where it was the top of the roll neck, but it's been stitched. So I'd cut it and then realised, oh, that's actually stitched. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I've cut a base, so I am making a version of a rice bag. So the rice bag always has a square base. So I have got some batting. I picked out this as my lining. So I've cut 2 of these and I've got some lining, and what I decided was that this will be around the top, and then I'm using a bit of this beautiful Liberty on the inside. So the rice bag always has a rolled top with the little tabs to put your string through, or cord, or whatever you're using. So I thought that would be the top, and so this, I hope I'm explaining this properly, this will be joining onto the lining so that the lining will look like this. And this will be inside on the bottom of the bag, and then I needed an outside, so I ended up picking this one, sort of a olivey colour, just as a bit of a contrast. I didn't want it all the same colour, so we'll have this on the inside and that on the inside, but on the outside we'll just have like a little tuck of that, then this, and then this will be on the base. So you won't really see it, but if you get a glance of it, it'll be, you know, just a little different pop of colour. I did think of different colours, and I may still, it might just be the lighting. Where I was before, I felt I was happy with it. In this light now, I'm sort of feeling a little bit like, you know, this might not be quite right. I have got a bit more of this, and I could put that on the bottom, but for the size, I only have strips of that. It's like 1/8 strips, so I would have to get the extra that I've got and stitch it down the middle, and then there'd be a bit of a middle in the, I don't know if I like the idea of a middle in the base of the bag, you know, sort of like across the bottom of the bag. I don't know if I'd like that, so I'm going to think on that one. But that's where I'm up to at the moment. So the plan is to join the sides of the inside. So this project won't be ready for a little while, because what I want to do is actually stitch or cantha most of this, but I also want to embroider over the butterflies and the flowers. And so that could actually be a bit time consuming, something to do in the holidays. So there's that. When it's finished, this line will be on the outside of the bag. So when this is all turned in the right way, the bag will be like this, like that, and like that. I'm not going to do a huge lip, but just enough to give a edge. I do have a, I don't know, I do have an orange cording that I may add. Like I say, I've just started this today, started cutting it out, started getting my ideas together, and I'd like in the end to use this as a feature somehow, whether that actually has a trim right under it or right over it, or some lace or something else. I'm not sure. What I do know is I want this to be the feature and this on it because I love it. So I want to look at it basically. Not too fussed, but it will be nice to open it and see these little happy balloons and hearts inside. And yeah, I think, yeah, I love this. I love this, but I don't know if it matches this. So there's a possibility I may try and bring in a row of this. Let me just get my tub. This is another idea anyway. That line could delineate a different base. So it would be, where's the bottom? Like that. My only thought about that as I'm working through this is that I'm not sure that I love this with this. Like, I don't love it. I like it with the orange. It might just need some tea dyeing or something to tone it back. So I've got a couple of things to experiment. And the next time I see you, I will have stitched. I'm going to use the machine just for a bit of speed, but this, of course, will not be speedy. Yes, so next time I see you, I will have machine stitched the lining and the outside and the base. And then I'll be working on this. So that's the start of this project. And we'll see how many episodes, I don't know. We'll see how we go. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back, and this is still as it is, ready to be stitched and put on the top. And I've done my inside and my outside. So even though there's sides stitched that made it, you know, look like a half bag, by putting in a square in the bottom, it's created a sort of a different look. It's not quite a Japanese rice bag because it's a lot longer and thinner, but I'll just show you the workings. It's a bit of a dog's breakfast actually. I stitched this cotton material. I didn't use the olive one I was originally looking at. I stitched this one in. I just felt that it was really nice to look at, that flower, and that it kind of, I don't know, it just sort of, you know, it's not the same orange, ready orange, but it blended a bit better. So then I ended up putting on a bit of batting just so there's a bit of padding I had a little bit of trouble that the outer of this and the inner, these two were actually a bit bigger than the squares that I cut. So when I was doing the workshop with Shuji and Alison, they said that often happens with handmade Japanese rice bags, that often happens. That's a kind of a natural part of the process, and to just be at peace with it. And so I've got a funny little corner here where I've kind of joined the two edges together where they didn't quite meet. It doesn't matter really. It's not like, it's a longish bag, so you don't really see right down in the corner there. I ended up just stitching over it as if it was a box corner. But yeah, you see, it was just that much. It wasn't too much on this one. This one was quite a bit more. So I ended up having to stitch a new seam, and so that's why this outside one is a bit more that sort of a shape. A bit more like a cone than straight up and down, and that's fine. I like that. So I've just stitched a new seam. This, I have to say, this is just the worst to stitch on a machine. Much better, I'm pretty sure, if it was hand stitched. Fluff comes off it, goes everywhere. You can't actually see the stitches you're doing, so you don't know if your cotton's broken or not. But anyway, I did straight stitch, and then I did a zigzag to just give it a bit of extra strength, I guess. So it was speedy because it was on a machine, so that's a good thing to get it underway. I wanted to get it underway before I went away so I can do the embroidery around the top. So as it stands, and I'm just deciding now on the spot that I'm seeing it all, am I going to sew this base to this inside just to keep that inside tucked in there and not bunching up? And also, one of the things, I think I might do that. Even if it's just corner to corner all the way around, just to hold it. And then that way I can work out if this is coming on here, whether I've actually got enough of this. So on the inside the lining looks like that. So I've joined that panel that I had to the lining was a little bit short for the bag, so joining this to the lining has meant that I've got a bit to play with in a turning over. The only thing I'm unsure of right now, so let me show you how I'm imagining this is going to go, is how much of this orange goes up under here, or whether I'm just going to stitch the orange like that. It's probably all going to depend how deep this is. It's a bit, it wasn't an exact science at the time. I was just having fun. In traditional Japanese rice bags, this would actually be tucked like that. This will be tucked like this. So this is how it will be done. I'm thinking I might do 4 of these and maybe 4 made out of the leftover of this material and have them alternating for a bit of interest. But I have got a lot of stitching to do on this, so I guess I will see you when it's ready to show you the next. I can't promise anything because of this 10 days I'm away and on the road, and I'll be doing my little on the road videos and showing what we're doing at Green Door. So I don't know when it'll be. I don't know when it will be. So I hope you've enjoyed my new bag and my new ideas. It's very much a work in progress, and it's a bit of fun, and it's a really nice, beautiful opportunity to honour Rachel's linen fabric. So I will see you soon. Bye for now.